Paul Cheng is a couple of years older. This then is Egypt against Taipei.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the 1FC heavyweight division, and it's brought to you by Star Sports. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a boxer, standing at 189 centimeters tall, weighing in at 102 kilograms with a professional record of 1 win and 3 losses. Fighting out of Egyptian top team, he is an Egyptian boxing champion, Mahmoud Hellboy Hassan! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu practitioner and a boxer, standing at 190 centimeters tall, weighing in at 115 kilograms with a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Team Clinch MMA, representing Chinese Taipei, he is your top-ranked Canadian heavyweight, Paul Typhoon Cheng! When the action begins, your referee in charge, Olivier Cost.
Alright, fighters. Alright guys, once again, watch out for headbutt and no blows, okay? No back of the head and the spine, okay? No foot stomp, okay? I want you to listen my command at all time. I want you to defend yourself at all time. If you want to touch glove, do it now, back your corner.
No touching of gloves, and that carries over from what we saw at the weigh-in.
Judge, time, ready, fight!
This fight brought to you by Star Sports. Hassan in the yellow, Cheng in the white and black, and already they're unloading. And Cheng gets caught with 2 vicious left hands, and he's taking the brunt of the punishment here, although both men were throwing punches heavily.
Well, you know, like we talked about, we thought Hassan was going to come out aggressive, and Cheng, Hassan both just stood in the pocket and played rock'em sock'em robots. The only problem with that is somebody's chin is going to get tested. You know, you have to really be able to slip, dodge, and weave and know when you're throwing those punches that your opponent's going to throw back.
Cheng is cut, there's blood on his forehead, not quite sure where the cut's coming from, but he's bleeding all over Hassan's shorts.
Hassan's in on a front choke here. It doesn't look like it's that deep because Cheng is up on his feet and he's got the pressure where it needs to be. That choke is pretty tight, but you know, Cheng's gonna rally out of this here, it looks like.
So the cut is over the right eye. That's a dangerous place for it to be, and he's coming back with punches to the body.
It is dangerous because when you have those cuts over the eye, they can bleed into your eye. You know, even though if Cheng can just hang on here and just kind of take some of that pressure off with his hand like he's doing there and fight the hand grip, Mahmoud is using a lot of energy and a lot of strength, squeezing on that choke. And lactic acid builds up.
Especially for a big man, it's going to tire him out. We're not expecting Hassan to be as potent on the ground as perhaps Cheng will be. Cheng is slightly more rounded.
Well, you know, like I said, that choke, it looks like it's affecting Cheng. I can't really tell if this is one of those I might tap scenarios, but he knows that if he can just hang on, he can just pry these hands loose here. You hear the crowd getting behind him. There he is, he's out.
Listen to the crowd.
Payback time from the top is the lactic acid buildup and all the oxygen that your muscles use.
He survives. There must have been, Jason, 50 or so unanswered punches from Paul Cheng. And it's no wonder that Mahmoud Hassan is struggling to get up. He still hasn't got up. There he is. Well, he can consider himself quite a fortunate man.
That was so much action in this round, too. And, you know, like we talked about, both guys just sitting there on their heels and just throwing punches. And that's just a trade-off. I'm going to go for you, you're going to go for me. And then you saw that Cheng went in on that takedown and landed in top position. Spent most of that first minute and a half defending the guillotine. But then once he was free, he was just all over Hassan.
Wow, look at that eye. Not only cut, but it is entirely closed. Paul Cheng will fight the rest of this contest looking through his left eye only.
That really affects you, too, because your depth perception is completely thrown off with one eye. But what a warrior spirit Paul Cheng is, you know, having his hometown fans here to back him up and rile him up. He has no quit in him, that's for sure. That is nasty looking.
Mahmoud Hassan will look across the cage and he'll see that closed eye. And despite the beating he took in the final minute and a half of that first round, he's bound to take some consolation from that injury.
Back.
Remember that damage caused is a factor when scoring in 1FC.
Fighters ready?
We judge fights in their entirety, not round by round. Well, what a thriller of a first round that was. Now, Cheng, as a southpaw, has that open eye, the left eye to see with.
You know, I gotta think that I'm surprised Hassan is being as patient as he was. Rich Franklin here, how do you see this for damage so far?
Cheng's down, and he takes, well, he was going to take a knee to the head, but incredible reversal from Paul Cheng. That was monumental. And Mahmoud Hassan has been cut over his left eye. These two are giving and taking quite a lot of punishment. Directly above us here at cage side at the NTU Sports Center.
It's almost disconcerting making eye contact with Cheng here as he's in on a double leg. I mean, the tenacity. You know, he ate a couple of big shots. He's given a couple of big ones right back here. And, oh, just missed with that left.
Hassan's face is a mess. We talked about the damage done to Paul Cheng, but Hassan now is perhaps the man. If we can just get a look at how serious that is, certainly the doctor's going to take a look at it.
Well, fighter safety obviously is always the most important thing here, and bumps and bruises usually don't stop fights, but my goodness, hematomas can.
He's got a little lump on the right side of his forehead, but it's over the left eye where the problem is. Clearly it was bad enough for Olivier Coste to ask the doctor's advice. Meanwhile, Paul Cheng also is bleeding from the nose, as well as having that right eye completely closed. He gets a wipe down from Olivier Coste. Look at these two warriors.
Back there, Paul, over there, Paul. Paul, over there. All right, time. Fighters ready? Ready? Fight!
Here we go. Second round is resumed with 3:45 to go.
Both men just very cognizant of this other's striking prowess, and more importantly, with a power packed behind those punches. I think Cheng wisely goes in here for a double leg takedown to try to exploit that grappling prowess.
Oh, the knee to the head from Hassan. And that was on a good eye.
So, you know, you'll see guys that don't fight the takedown like Hassan there, looking for that guillotine, and it's kind of a risky factor because you have to be really sure that you're going to be able to grab that neck and really connect with that. And that's fine if you want to fight a takedown, if you think you can get the submission. But if you just get in a position here, and you can see on Hassan's face, he is really muscling this guillotine.
And you can see why his mouthpiece fell out, because he sort of plays with it as he's exerting all that effort with the guillotine.
He's trying to breathe and get more oxygen. I mean, he's using a tremendous amount of strength here. And one of the things I don't think he's cognizant of is that he has Paul Cheng's right arm tracked in there. So even though there's a lot of pressure on Paul's neck, he's expending more muscle and more oxygen in just the lactic acid buildup by squeezing constantly. And as the fight goes on, that's going to play a huge factor in your punching ability and your defensive ability. So Paul's just kind of playing possible with
He
it here.
slipped out of it. The blood and the perspiration will have helped. Now, forearm on the face. We've seen that before.
Paul Cheng's going to try to work right into mount here. He's in cross-side. Maybe he just felt, you know, if I miss it, I don't have the gas to fight off my back right now. It might have been a strategic ploy, but that S-mount you saw there where he was working his leg up was definitely looking to work for submissions.
Well, Paul Cheng's right eye is far bigger even than it was 5 minutes. And look at the way he's walking back. It was a great effort for him to even get on his stool.
Yeah, it was just another great exchange here. Good right hand landed by Hassan, and then a right hand and a left hook landed. That flying knee missed, but right into a double leg takedown. 5 more minutes of heavyweight action coming at us. This fight could go either way. You know, I was surprised. You know, you don't see too many heavyweight matchups that go into deep waters.
I would imagine that Paul Cheng is slightly ahead, but there's some doubt about whether we're going to get a third round. There was so much of a struggle for Paul Cheng to get back to his chair. And Mahmoud Hassan is staggering around. He can barely stand up, and it is over. Wow, he staggered on his feet as he stood up from the stool. He nearly fell over. If it hadn't been for the cage wall, he would have fallen over. And Olivier Coste has called it a day.
Holy cow!
Now, there's a bit of an argument in the corner there. Yuji Shimada stepped in as well just to support his man. Seems to me that Olivier Coste is saying that all of the body language coming from Mahmoud Hassan was that I don't want to quit, and he's been awarded a yellow card because of his complaints.
That perplexes me. The fight's over. How are you getting a yellow card? You know, that's interesting. I wonder if that was Hassan's corner or if it was Hassan just saying, I don't have anything left and I don't want to sit there anymore. But either way, I think that's got to be a pleasant surprise for Paul Cheng. I think you got 5 more minutes.
I think there might have been a bit of dissent from the corner there, not happy with the stoppage. But I think Olivier Coste felt entirely justified. You could visibly see that he would have fallen over if it hadn't been for the cage wall. But as we look at Hassan struggling to stay upright, Paul Cheng is barely able to be upright as well. Let's get the official decision then.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls a halt to this battle right before we began round number 3. For your winner, via corner stoppage, Paul Typhoon Cheng!
He's absolutely exhausted, Paul Cheng, but his countrymen will want to hear from him, and Jason will do all he can to get a few words with him.
Well, I'm here with the winner. Let's give another round of applause to local hero, Paul Cheng. Sounds like you've got some fans here, and with performances like that, you're going to keep having them.
I want to say,
for all 10 minutes, that was a spectacular fight. It was a lot of back and forth action. What was your strategy coming into this fight?
I was going to take Hassan down and pound him. He's tougher than I thought, dude. Give it up for him.
Were you surprised going into the 3rd round that he verbally submitted, or did you think that closer to the end you felt he was getting tired?
He was getting tired. I was too. Tough guy. Good match. Let's go, Taiwan.
So, you want to take some time off to heal up, but what's next for Paul Cheng here at 1FC?
Hey, Victor, Matt Hume, give me another fight. I'm ready to go.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He is a warrior through and through. Let's have a big hand.
Hey, my dog Ninja's in the hospital. I pray for him, guys. I love that guy. Let's go.
Pray for his dog. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Cheng.
Paul Cheng's record improves to 2-0 in the 1FC cage, 5-1 as a mixed martial artist, and I don't think he's ever put in more effort in a fight than that one. Absolutely and totally spent as his opponent.